heaven and the heaven and the earth and everything that is in between, including you and I. We came to this world and we don't know when we are going to pass. How, when, nobody knows. But God swear by the time. A period of time, a generation is time. The life that you are living, the time that we are even using is a time. God swear by the time. And one thing about the time, either you use it or you lose it. And God said, Innal insana lafi khusr. Indeed, a mankind, a human being is in lust, in the state of lust. Since I said it earlier, anybody that involves himself in misguidance is at loss. You are in business, you didn't make it, you are in loss. You are in an exam and you fail, you are in loss. You indulge yourself in adultery, fornication, cheating, oppressing, terrorism, things that are unlawful, you are at loss. God said, indeed, a human being is at loss. But he gave an exception. إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا, except those who believed. You have to believe in oneness of God. Khadija has passed. Khady has gone. In what state is she now? Nobody knows. But we, in our faith as a
we can hear you again. You've muted.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why it's is it better now?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know what you hear last.
We had
It's much better. We can hear you. Go ahead.
We heard Miss Khady.
We can hear you.
Just put 5-6
I
seconds.
say Miss Khady came to this world and passed sometimes, and she has left now. She's in another state. You and I, we don't even know, but we know that she has returned back to her God. And in Islam, you have 3 windows open to her. One of the windows is called Sadaqatul Jariyah, the good things that she has done, left in this world, and people are still benefiting. And I think if you have a lot of people coming to this night to sympathize with the family, to this night to put themselves together for the prayer, I think because she was a very good woman. I was told by Ramatu that she even called home and said, what can I do to assist the Muslim and Islamic community? SubhanAllah, I think she sent the money for them to create a well, a borehole for people to enjoy a potable water. These are the things that you and I could think of doing. Innal insana lafi khusr. So such deed, she's not really at loss. And I was told also she participated a lot, because when you no more in this world, what are you going to leave as memory? But God said, those people in loss, they are an exception. Illa alladhina amanu, except those who believe. You have to believe in oneness of God. Wa amilu salihat, they will enjoy those believe in their Lord with good deeds, with kindness, with a helping hand. Listen to the voiceless, to help the less privileged, to visit the sick or help them. I think Khady also has left a very good impact. Illa alladhina amanu wa amilu salihat. And God said, all of us together, watawasaw bil haqqi. Let us cooperate within ourselves, indulge ourselves in saying the truth, fairness and justice. Watawasaw bis sabr, we should have patience with each one of ourselves, within ourselves. So my brothers and sisters, we are all here tonight, and this should be some few words, inspirational word that they want me to pass to all of us. We came to this world, and we must go one day. How, when, where, nobody knows. In as much you don't know, what is going to be your legacy? What are you going to leave behind? Are you going to go and people start cursing you, or people start praying and regretting how you depart? So despite the departure of Khady, I can tell you, life will still continue. People are going to still eating, going to their various business. So the best thing is to pray for her, for God to have mercy on her, for God to forgive her on her shortcomings, for God also to see what she has done in this world to help the humanity. So you have two things, my brothers and sisters: believe in one God, worship God, and be kind to others. Be kind to yourself, be kind to the humanity. If you do that, God will be pleased with you. So we all need the pleasure of God. We all need, when we are no more, we leave a good legacy. People can talk good about us. So for the loved ones, this definitely is a big loss. The only person that can comfort you is God. And God will comfort you in whatever way you are close to these beautiful sisters. I didn't know her before, but I was told she's a very good woman. And I believe so, because why is it me that will be giving an inspirational word today? Really, God will bring people from nowhere to come and assist. So we pray to God to strengthen the husband, to guide the child, whatever she has left behind that is living, may God give them longevity. Those projects that she has, may God make those projects fruitful. So I won't say more than this. You and I, we are still having time in this world to amend, to be good people, to be kind people, to be righteous people, and to believe in one God and be kind. So أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم. I won't say more than this. I thank every one of you who put this together. The host, Miss K Mama, Musa Drame, my good friend, my Imam too, and Ramatu that told me about this, that I should join, and also the African community that saw that we have a big loss in the community, and this has to be done on her behalf to make sure that we give her, some people are still behind, still loving her. Anytime you remember Khady, please pray for her. Tell God to have mercy on her, to forgive her, to give her the best of the paradise, which is Jannat al-Firdaus. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun, wassalam ala al-mursalina, walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Imam Aziz, for leading us the prayer and the wonderful, wonderful motivational speech. At this juncture, I would like to call upon the husband, Mr. Daiby, Khady's husband. Please let me hear your voice if you're present. Please, are you here? Oh, yes, I can see you now.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Yes. Please, we would like you to give us a brief bio of our sister Khady.
Vieux père, faut pas t'enlever sur le mute là. Je sais que tu parles, mais tu es sur le mute quoi. Enlève-toi sur le mute pour parler, s'il te plaît. Voilà. Non, faut t'enlever encore. Okay, good. Okay, that's good.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes, 100%.
Okay. First, I just need to thank all of you guys because I was very impressed by the fact that Khady was in so good hands, you know. We talk sometimes about what she's doing in the community, but I didn't know the extent of, you know, what she was really doing. You know, I met my wife 20 years ago in London. I was on vacation. I went to see my niece and my young sister in London, and that's where I met Khady. As soon the first day I put my eyes on this beautiful woman, I know that she would be my wife. In less than 4 months, when I returned to New York, I called my mother. I said, you know what? I find the wife of my life. And it was so sudden that people were asking me, why you don't even know, you went to London, you met somebody, you don't even really know her. How you can just try to say you want to marry her? But it doesn't matter for me because, the love was already there. I know that she was the kind of person with good heart, and that's something you can see that, when you met Khady the first time, she was all laughing, she was that's her Khady. She works as a benevola, Khady never asked for nothing. There was sometimes Khady was doing whatever she was doing, but she was not working by herself, but she was still doing stuff for people, you know. And she doesn't like to ask anything from anybody. She just want to do what is the best for her to help the people. And unfortunately, she's not here today. And that's not something I'm saying because she's not here, but that's my wife I've been living with for 20 years. And that's the person I was trusting the most in my life. That's why I never stopped Khady doing what was best for her. She was outside most of the time. She was going to event at night. She was coming home at 5 o'clock in the morning doing what she wanna do. But she has my support. She knows that her husband will be there for her to support her. I'm not saying that everything was green all the time, you know, but the most important thing is like she was doing everything, she know that I love African food. And Khady gonna sit there, cook a lot of food for everybody. My friends coming to eat. She gonna give some food outside. She gonna call people. Oh, I did some plakali, I did some fufu. You guys want some? All the money she was having is food. Khady money was going to food. She was taking her daughter to a restaurant, to whatever. All her life is food, food, food. Khady was loving that. And I mean, I'm I cannot say that I would like to have her here, but God decide otherwise. He said, Khady, this is up for you. You did whatever you have to do. I want you to join me. And I, I hope she's very happy, where she is at this time, very comfortable, restful, because when you see Khady, you don't know Khady went so much, so much. She was so much thing in her life. She lost her mom, she lost her dad, she lost her brother, and that's what the people she really loved. When she was here. It was not easy for her, but she's not gonna show to anybody that she's going through a lot. She's still gonna be the woman who wanna do whatever she wanna do, helping people, being the community. And most of the part is what I can say about my wife. And I really appreciate what you guys doing for her. I really appreciate that the fact that she has so many amazing people around. And I met some of them. And Brother Musa, when I met him, I was relieved. I was relieved that Khady, where she was doing. I mean, she was in a good place with you guys over there. Thank you very much for giving me opportunity to talk. And like I say, we stay together. I'll be back from the country, we're gonna stay in touch. And Khady has Marco, organization, and that's the legacy she daughter, and will be whatever we can do, to make sure Marco still lives, life with us here. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Osman Daiby. Thank you for giving
Kimama,
us.
can I just jump in quick?
1 second, please.
Let's
Thank
follow the agenda.
we really appreciate you giving us your beautiful wife to be part of the community. Thank you very much. And as we go down the road, please, David, I'll chip in, I'll skip the program, twist it a little bit as we adjust it. David Kulabele is our community leader in the Bronxboro office for Vanessa Gibson. So David, you have 2 minutes, please.
All right, thank you so much. So first of all, I'm not just here as David Coulibaly, but first of all, I told Vanessa Gibson, the Bronxboro president, about Khady. She knew about Khady Daiby a lot. She knew about it, and she met her briefly during the African Heritage event as well. But one of the things that I want to say, the husband knew exactly. The husband is my big brother. He knows me very well. I'm very close to him. So one of the things that we wanted to do, wanted to actually do like a GoFundMe when she was struggling. She was, it was tough. Me, her, and the husband were thinking about what can we inform people. She didn't want that. The husband was like, I don't want that. I'm paying for everything. She's okay, everything. But Khady's been there. Even me, myself, David, she's been tough for me. But she's my sister-in-law. The husband is my big brother. But at the same time, I have to call people like check, drama, other people to say, okay, the sister is in a bad shape and stuff like that. Anyway, what I saw today was really impactful, and unfortunately, the borough president couldn't be there. That's why I said, let me just jump in quickly to just join to say what the husband said. The husband is someone, who always supported Khady for what she was doing for the community and everything. And that's why I just wanted to just echo what he said about her. And I said that we're going to be there for our daughter. We're going to be there for Marco, and the borough president is going to be there to support you. Unfortunately, again, she couldn't be there, but she knew about what's happening. And me, I was there not just at David Coulibaly today, but I was there out there as Vanessa Gibson today, because she knew about Khady Daiby 100%, about an impact in the community. She's our sister. She was, she was everything. I know she was very sick, but anyway, that's what I wanted to say. Let's keep a memory out there. Okay, my babies are coming here. Let me close the door. But Marco is there. A husband is going to keep Marco alive through a daughter. Musa Drami made a very powerful speech today to say the daughter is going to live through the community. She's part of the community. She has fathers. She has so many mothers, so many fathers. And we're going to make sure that that's a reality. So Usman, my big brother, that's what I want to do. And thank you, everyone. And I'm not just speaking on behalf of David Valley, but I'm speaking on behalf of Vanessa Gibson, the Bronxboro president, to say that I'm sorry for your loss. And we're always going to be here should you need anything. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, David. Thank you.
Please, if you are not on the floor, kindly mute yourself with all due respect. At this juncture, I would like to call upon Musa. You hand over the baton to Imam. Do you want to take your place now?
Yes, I'm going to take my place to invite Len to speak on our behalf.
Okay. Mr. Len.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Sheikh. Thank you, Key Mama. Today is such a somber day for everyone here, for all of us, for everyone that knew Khady. Khady was a strong community advocate, as we all know. So we are really touched. The New York City African Council, who she was a member of, and also a member of the AU African Union Foundation. Just like the husband was speaking, and everything that he said resonated with me. Sounded like the Khady that I knew, and the things that she'll say to me. It's like my husband doesn't really, I go out, he knows me really well. I don't do anything, but I just support the community. He doesn't come out, but I do. Everything that he said sounded exactly as Khady had said about him and about her life, her interest in serving the community. We are really, we're going to miss Khady. On a personal note, I called her about 3 weeks ago before I traveled out to Nigeria, and Khady sounded extremely strong. And I said, where are you? She said, Len, I'm still in the hospital. I said, what are you doing in the hospital? And she says, oh, I'm still here. I said, but you sound so well, different than I had, the last time that I spoke with you. She says, yeah, I'm getting better. All these, personal conversations that we had. And we were on the phone when the nurses came in to come and attend to her. But to go from the strength in her voice to today within 3 weeks, is nothing short of shocking. But we all would love for her to be here today, but we wouldn't have her because it's not in God's will that she's here now. But we pray that she's in a very good place, just like Usmani said. And we will continue to the New York City African Council. We will regroup. We've said that to Usmani earlier today. We're going to come back, and this is the first time a member of our union has been lost, and it calls for action. It's a call for action, not just for us, but also for the community as a whole, to see that her memory is protected, to see that her family is supported, to see that the children that she left behind are not left wanting. So after today, let us not all leave and keep praying, for her soul, but let us continue to remember those that Khady left behind in the presence of the husband and, of course, her children. So, on behalf of the New York City African Council and the AU Foundation, our condolences to Usmani and the family, and also to the African community at large, to which we belong to. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lane, for representing the NYC African community. At this juncture, is Sister Akinde Kojo Sandogo is in the house?
She's not in the house.
Thank you, Raja Ramatu. At this juncture, I'd like to call upon our brother, Brooklyn Ambassador Jerry Kwabena Edinkra. Are you in the house?
Yes, I am. Greetings, everyone. Greetings, Key Mama. Greetings, brothers and sisters that we have got together today in honor of a great woman, the community pillar. I call her my sister from another mother. I donned my red and black and I wore my kente. Today, a great tree, a mighty tree in our community has fallen. And today we all came together in honor of such a great sister. So it was an honor and privilege to know a good sister like Khady, to witness her fight into transformation and her liberation from suffering caused by her illness. When she called me, Jerry, pray for me. And I always did that. And I give her words of encouragement. Khady was a model of love, compassion, and generosity until her last moment with us on this earth. She called me all the time. Say, Jerry, this is a moment that we have to seize, especially African diaspora. Her mission was one of that make a great difference in the lives of many people, especially myself. I met Khady for the first time in the history of Brooklyn, the first Brooklyn ambassador, Brooklyn Borough president to raise African flag. That was Ghana flag. Khady was there, and she introduced herself to me. It didn't end there. International Day of Friendship, Khady was there, represented by 156 countries. The reception of Consul General, she was there with a lot of Consul Generals all over the world. That was hosted by the current mayor, Eric Adams, through his tenure in office as a Brooklyn ambassador. We have a good time. by then the Consul General of Ivory Coast, La Côte d'Ivoire. Talk about the first African Unity Day in Brooklyn in the peak of pandemic, although she couldn't make it. But she called me and empowered me, especially when you find yourself around a certain woman who love you for who you are, who likes you for who you are. He gives you energy to thrive. And she always told me, Jerry, focus. Don't look around anything that can happen around you. One time she was trying to kneel before me and express a gratitude that this is the time that we have to move on. Talk about Immigrants March, heritage. That was proclaimed. It was also a history. That day, two great African men too was received a posthumous proclamation from the current mayor. A lot of us were there. Kimama, you was there. Thank you for also being a great leader. Today, a great number of people who attended the funeral say a lot of good things about the sister. To me, she was a celebrity, a well-known community political figure. However, her departure has touched many and received numerous calls. When I received a call, I couldn't move. My meetings for the day, my errands and everything, I have to put it on hold because this lady was very dear to me. And I mentioned, for somebody for love you for who you are, and I like protecting women. Every woman who come around me, I have to see to it that I protect that woman. And when Khady is wrong, she will apologize. And when I'm doing things that is not good, Khady will look at it and do the right thing. She likes the life she lived, very gentle, but she was tough, making sure she had said it goodbye to all her loved ones before she left. And give each other one a little something by embracing you, hug you, and say bye-bye. She do it to me all the time. She was thinking about others until her last moment. We all can observe that. Listen to the testament from some of us, even in the hospital bed, she will try to call me at night. I say, Khady, don't call me, else I'm gonna block you. But I won't block you. I will share a great moment with you that you are a warrior in our community. I call her my sister from another mother, whose life was helping others. She was always there for those who are in need, whether they need to take a shelter in somewhere, difficult time. People wanted an ear that would listen without judging others. Some people would just judge people. She don't like judging people or condemning people or anticipating. She was well known, very admired in our community. And let me share with you some of the qualities that I find in Khady that she mastered: authenticity, humility, generosity, respect of self and others. And she have integrity. Why? Because she always talk about her good husband. Because some men will not let their wives get out there to do what they're doing. It will bring divorce. She continue to express her love and charity. Her mission was a great one. She taught others around her the importance of loving. And that is what we saw up today. And for not being afraid to say it, she would just say her mind. Through Khady, she automatically brings some kind of joy and smile to me, not even to me. Anytime she sees me. So all that I will say, thank you, Sister Khady, for a great privilege of having known you for almost a decade. Your inspirational words, sometimes you feel like giving up. And I always share with my friends, it didn't take us easy to present Africans to the current mayor. We wrote proposals upon proposal, and Khady talk about Brooklyn United Nations Associations. When I informed the founder that we lost Khady, she couldn't believe it. Ladies and gentlemen, my brothers and sisters, all that I want to say, let us show love to one another. And the last thing I will say, let us remind all of us that the present moment is precious. That's what she always tells me. And I repeat, the present moment is precious. And she always call me and say, Jerry, I'm gonna call Sheikh Musa, because this moment is very precious. So let us love each other. Love is so precious. This is a love that Khady is giving to all of us, and that we should make the most of it by loving fully and generously. Spread your wings and fly proudly. You have earned it all. Khady, I know you're smiling on us today, and the love that you share with us, we will share with others. You are a great warrior. You are the great warrior of La Côte d'Ivoire. Today, we know that you are smiling on us tonight. We are so proud of you. We salute you. May God bless you and give you a better place in heaven. Amen. Thank you.
And thank you, Brother Jerry. Thank you very much. At this point, we would like to call our brother Maury Kuyate. Maury, are you on? And I see here your voice, Maury.
Yeah, good evening, everybody.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you for organizing this vigil, and I really appreciate it. And the news was really hard for everybody to process. It's been shocking for everybody. You know, a while ago I saw that Robert made a post and that she was at the hospital. For me, it was just a temporary thing. She's just gonna come out, you know. I kind of know that she had some kind of heart issues, but you know, for me, she always gonna pull through because she's very strong. And you know, before all of that, I just want to say thank you for Sheikh Musa. You know, because when I had an argument with Khady, he was the one that organized a summit, a peace summit, you know, so that we all can forgive each other. And I'm so grateful today for his vision of putting that together, so we all can come together and actually forgive each other. Who else was there? I think Dave, Abdullah was there when Sheikh Musa, you know, organized the meeting so that we all can forgive each other. I told him, I say, you know, no matter what you do, you know, I forgive you, and let's move forward. So we ended the meeting, you know, through that, you know, on that note, basically. So as soon as I heard the news, you know, I couldn't remember anything bad that Khady did to me or I did to her, you know. All I could remember is the day that she nominated me for Peace Ambassador for Peace. And the reason I asked her, I said, Khady, you know, why you nominated me for this, for the Peace Ambassador? She said, oh, because you accepted the election. After the election, when you lose the election, you accepted the transfer of power. I'm like, we all laughed. I'm like, so, you know, and, you know, she's a very strong sister. You know, I am shocked the other day when I saw his friend, what's his name? I forgot his name. He's always online. And when I saw him speak, you know, I was over here crying by myself. I was hiding so my daughter doesn't see me, you know. But you know, it's so shocking, and you know, it's very difficult to be in a position where you're sick, you're in bed, and
okay,
you know,
Mama and Maury, can I just say something before Maury continues?
Yeah. So I'm just gonna end there. You know, thank you so much.
No,
and this is the first time, huh?
Oh my God.
Go ahead.
Mama.
Go ahead.
David, Maury, listen to me.
Huh?
Maury, go ahead.
No, Kima, don't mute me. This is important.
Oh, Maury, David, please.
David,
please,
let him finish. When you have something to say, you can say later. Who is the host now?
Maury, go ahead. Maury, go ahead.
You are muted.
Maury knows exactly what I'm saying. Don't mute me.
Let him stop. Let him finish. Then whatever you want to say, you can say it.
David, please. Maury, unmute yourself, Maury.
Maury, unmute yourself. You are.
Yes, yes. So I just wanted to say thank you for his husband because I never actually met him. Me and Khady used to talk all the time, and I don't think he never met me. But this is the first time I actually see him on video. If he could have passed me on the street, I never could have known that this is Khady's husband because he never came to the events. But Khady was always there. Khady is the one, she supports the events by physically being there. So we appreciate that. I was saying some prayers the other day online. It was too heavy, so I had to just put it on private because it was too much. Some people were calling me and crying. I'm like, okay, I need to put this post on private. It's always very, it's always very shocking when you know somebody, you used to talk to them all the time and they pass away. And all of a sudden you come into the reality, you face the reality that one day, this could be you also. So it's the best thing that you can do is pray for them and be a good influence in the community, try to be a positive image, try to push as much as you can, take care of your family and take care of your community, because, it's not everybody that dedicates time for the community. Some people, we all come here from Africa. Some people come from other places, and we all have a day job. Very few of us, work for the city, but we do our day job. We dedicate our time for the community because we have to work for the community. We can't just sit by. Khady was one of those people that does her work. She was not working for the city, but she takes her time, personal time, that she can be with her family to dedicate it to the community. So it's not for everybody. Not everybody that can do that, and I just want to say rest in peace. And we're going to continue, praying for her, and only remembering the good things about her. Nobody's perfect. We just have to be strong and pray for her. Thank you so much, Key Mama, for giving me the opportunity. And thank you, Sheikh Musa. I'm more than grateful today that you organized that meeting for us to make peace with each other. And, Abdullah was there. So I appreciate that more than ever than today. So thank you. Thank you, everybody. David, I don't know what you wanted to say. I know it's probably related to what I'm saying.
Sorry, it's okay, not here. One at a time. Don't thank you. Thank you, Maury. Our next speaker, before I called Christelle, I think her nurse is here.
Kimma, do you mind if I just say something quick related to what Maury said? That's important. That's very, very important. I'm sorry to say that, but you guys need to respect me too because I'm borough president here. But at the same time, I just want to say,
I don't agree with you that you are the borough president here. You have spoken. You are representing yourself.
Okay, I want to talk to. I'm not representing myself.
To say something, don't mention borough president here.
But I want to say something. Khady told me to tell Maury.
Not on
husband.
You cannot say it in public.
David,
I have to say, Maury knows about it. The husband knows about it. If you guys don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Vigil. Please let us be matured enough to control this vigil. It's recording, please.
Thank you. Yes.
Let us be very careful. We are mature people. This is Vigil. Vigil, how Vigil is conducted. We need to have that this thing right now, please. This is Vigil. This is not a conversation. It's a vigil, please.
Our next person is, I think it's a nurse, Sabia. Did I pronounce your name well? Are you here?
Yeah, I am here. I am here. I am sorry for the loss. She was my good friend. Sorry, I couldn't join the funeral today. I'm working night and I fell asleep. I will miss her a lot. I don't know, we used to hang around a lot and it was a big shock for me really. When I heard, I couldn't even believe. Thank you very much. I'm sorry for the loss for everyone. we will miss her. We lost a great person. It was too early. I don't know. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, it's very hard to believe for me that she's gone. Sorry, I won't be able to speak more. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Khady is happy for you. Thank you. Thank you. Christel, how you feeling now? Say, Sabia, now you okay?
Yeah,
You
I'm still working at the hospital, but I'm in the corner. No issue. Just I'm very sensitive right now. Yeah. Thank you very much. We will be just keeping her in our prayers. We're gonna try to help her out, her daughter. She loved her daughter so much. She really cared about her kids so much. I don't know how to express myself, but she always think about how the kids supposed to be, what we're supposed to be, or even not our kid, for another people's kid. And we really need to, after her, we really need to help her out. Her daughter, especially, she loved her so much. And I used to drop them off to their home. I am like a witness, like a waited, she was speaking with her daughter, so lovely, so intensive.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for giving me a chance to speak, express myself. Thank you very much. I hope to see you guys sometimes in the future. Thank you.
Thank you. At this juncture, I'd like to call Christel. Christel, are you in the house?
Yes, I am. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, K Mama and everyone else for putting this together. And thank you so much, Mr. Daiby, for sharing your wife with the entire community. Having done this work for a couple of years, it's, I mean, like, just like everyone else has shared, it's a lot, to have to, the loss of a community member that you've worked with, someone that you've interacted with. I think this is why a lot of us, are out there doing this work, because it's more than just numbers. It's more than just, checking boxes, because we're dealing with, human beings. And, every life, every person that we meet, we can make a difference in their lives, one way or the other. But I think that, for me, when I think about Khady, at least the one thing that really gives me peace is just to know that, she was recognized for the work that she did. She was able to use, her God-given talent, to share it with the entire community. And I very much, appreciate, the husband for supporting her, because I think that, we live in a world where oftentimes, we don't have a lot of African men supporting, the women, especially, when they go out and they do work in the community. And, I think about Khady. I also think about, Jennifer that we lost last year. And then these are like two, advocate, like two like strong-willed women, who, did not let anyone, bring them down, regardless, of what was happening, regardless of, of the gender. And, I just think about how strong, they both were, but since we're talking about Khady, just to see like, how she was so passionate about the work that she was doing, and how, her passion was able to change lives, and how, this is sort of like, we should use her life as an example, as a reflection to all of us, and especially, to African women who are out there doing this work on a daily basis, right? How can we support them? How can we turn the page? How can we uplift them? How can we uplift, their voices? I think this is so, crucial. And Khady, that really shocked me, because despite the fact that she was sick, she still showed up for other people. I will never forget, this day, that September of last year, when we had the African Heritage event. Like, everybody left, Khady came. She had just come back from the hospital, and I was like, "What are you doing here?" She was like, "No, I had to come." And then, you know, obviously I was 9 months pregnant, about to give birth, and then Khady goes like, I'm a doula, Krista, you know that, right? I can help you. And I was like, what? This lady is not serious. Like, you're a doula, you know, and you're like, no, but you just came out from hospital, but you're offering assistance to me. And I just couldn't believe it, you know, just sat down there, you know, and then she was just talking so passionately about her daughter, telling, you know, how she was doing really good in school. She was so proud of her, you know, like the husband said, always taking her to restaurant to celebrate her wins. But she was there for her family. She was there for her daughter, you know, and she was there for the community. I don't know how she did all of that stuff. I mean, every time I needed something and I called Khady, she would be there, you know. And the one thing I really loved about her is that if she had anything in her mind, or if you offended her, she would call you and she would tell you. She'll call me sometimes and say, Krista, I don't like what you did. And I'll say, let's talk about it. And then we'll talk about it and then that's it, right? You know, we'll move on. But she was not one of those to hold grudges. She would tell you exactly what she, you know, what's going on. And that's exactly how I am too. And so I really appreciated, you know, that aspect of her, that leadership part of her. And then her advocacy when it came to Francophone Africans and ensuring that they have a voice in city government, which is something that I've promised myself to continue, you know, to push forward, you know, to honor her legacy, you know, just the absence, you know, of that voice. But she was a beautiful, you know, human being, and you know, it's been a lot, you know, just to take everything in. But you know, I cannot even imagine what, you know, her husband is going through, what, you know, the daughter is going through. But I am comforted, you know, in knowing that, you know, she was able to find what her purpose was and she worked towards it, and God gave her the grace to be able to achieve it. So thank you so much. And I really hope and pray that we continue to uplift, you know, her memory through the work that we do, you know, on a daily basis, you know, and she know that this work is so important and it's so valued. And, you know, Khady taught me a lot, and yeah, it's very emotional, and but I'm just so grateful, you know, for this opportunity. And thank you so much, Kim Mama, for giving me, you know, the opportunity to be able to speak. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Please, if you wanted to say something, just a minute. Put your name, let's say, put your message in the text section, so I will see your name. At this point, I see Honorable Dion Powell wanted to say something for a minute. Right, Dion?
Yeah, hi, Brian. County Committeeman Dion Powell.
Yeah, 1 minute. How are you? Go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you, Key Mama, Maury, some other leaders here, Sheikh Musa Drame, Abdullah, David Pahlavi. A lot of people know me as a community leader here. And like the outsider I am, the African American, you know what I mean? I met Khady at the Great African Advisory Council in the Bronx Courthouse. And ever since I met her, she would not stop helping the community no matter what. I didn't even know she was married until today, to be honest with you. That's how much consistency she was in the streets, as we say. And, you know, when we were a family, we had a falling out at AAC and we come back together. And then Khady was there. We had another falling out at CS55 and we still came back together. So as a family, you know, because I'm a chaplain, a lot of people know I'm a chaplain too, with the clergy as well. I don't tell too many people. And yeah, mourning, the wisdom we were taught in our class is that mourning never ends. And we have to respect, you know, we always have to continue to comfort each other. It could be 10 years, 15 years from now. You might have a smell, taste, or situation. Remember, Khady, and we have to bring it up and comfort each other again and remember some good times here. I have a few funny stories with Khady, but I won't share them tonight. I'll share them individually because I don't know if it's appropriate. But I want to say one person that was very key to Khady and myself that's here is Ambassador Dr. Sima. So hopefully she'd be able to say a few words as a diplomat, okay? Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, is Doctor in the house? Let me hear your voice.
Yes, I'm here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. I'm usually used to smiling at everyone and greeting everyone and saying how happy I am to see everyone, which I still am. However, you know, I am totally in solidarity with Sabie, who couldn't stop crying. I'm holding myself up as much as I possibly can. I haven't known Khady for years. However, I've known her for long enough and well enough to to understand that she became more than a sister can ever become to a person in life. You know, she would meet me and greet me and always say, Ambassador Seema, I'm here for you when you need if you need support. I'm with Ukraine because I came from Ukraine 25 years ago, and there's huge challenges going on in Ukraine with my family members being there and stuff. And every time Khady would see me, she would say, if you need me to go there for you and make sure your family members know that you're here trying to help them while they're there, I'm going to actually go there. We can go together. I'm going to support you. I will do everything you tell me or ask me to do for Ukraine. I stand with Ukraine and I speak on behalf of the African community. In terms of Ukraine. And I have to say that there are quite a few people that lent me a hand of support when I was just starting my civics engagement / public policy / diplomatic route. And all of these people turned out to be members of the African American community. It is our current mayor, Eric Adams. It is a great community activist, Anthony Beckford. It is another community activist, Tony Herbert, my great friend, Brooklyn Ambassador Jerry, who spoke earlier. You know, and I would like to say that Khady proudly and happily filled the list of the people that only prove more and more and more and more to me that the African community is my family. And many people on this call know that I genuinely say it, not to look good, you know, next to the African community and so on and so forth, and not to run for political office, which I'm not in the near future. Anyway, the African community has been my home, has been my family. I feel like I can do, say, act whichever way I feel like, and you know, and there's an identity aspect and there's a clicking aspect which I'm totally perfect with when it comes to the African community. The last time I communicated with Khady was when she was in the hospital. She had a cardiac situation pertaining to her heart, and I was actually advising her on what she should tell the doctors to do so that she could get out of the hospital, Mount Sinai Hospital, as soon as possible. Because I used to be a cardiothoracic surgery nurse before I got where I am today. So she was like, Dr. Seema, I'm going to keep you posted. And then she hung up abruptly. And I was like, Khady, where are you? Where are you? You know, and then she called me back and she said, I'm fine. Don't worry. I'm good. It's just that the nurse came to see me, to check up on me. And then she called me 2 days after and said, I'm out of the hospital. I was like, oh, wow, you were not in a good condition from what I remember 2 days ago. And you know what she replied to me? Ambassador Dr. Seema, I got out of the hospital to go up to my people and make sure your name was added to the list for the African Heritage Celebration at Grace Mansion. That's what Khady told me. You know, parallel to her, Jerry was working on it as well. However, I'm telling you what she did, which was an extremely brave and heroic. I mean, I couldn't even speak when she said that to me. And then a few days ago, when Sheikh Musa posted a post on Facebook with a picture of me and her, tagging me and saying that she returned to heaven, I was like, no way. I'm like, it's not April 1st or something. That isn't a good joke at all, seriously. But then when everybody started saying, you know, rest in peace, sorry for your loss, and so on and so forth, I was like, wow, I just can't believe it. And I just bursted out crying. And what I would like to say is that the post about me losing her as a colleague and a friend was the first ever post I've ever done on social media regarding anyone who passed away. be it a family member, be it a celebrity that I knew, or just someone else that I knew or didn't know, or other people knew but I heard of or whatever. This was the very first person that I, posted about who passed away. This is how deep it got to me. And as the country director representing the Central United States chapter of the Global Peace Chain in the United Nations, I would like to say, and once again, many people on this call know, those are not going to be just words. There are quite a few plans that I have to commemorate our dear sister. One of them being proclaiming her day as the Khady Daiby Day in New York City, number one, and number two, what Robert has actually mentioned, naming a street in her honor and celebrating her life for a month, because I think that's not even enough, but at least it's something, something to begin with. And then after that, we just go from there. But I am proudly and gladly going to unite with the African Council, if you permit me to, in many different initiatives to continue commemorating our dear Khady for all the numerous efforts and actions she has done for the betterment of humanity. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Thank you very much. Abdullah Sese, if you're there, Sise. Abdullah Sise, are you there?
Yes, I'm trying to turn on my camera. It's not let, but it's not so important for me to turn my camera on. I think I agree with everyone. Thank you for coming out.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Sister Catherine, and I believe Sister Hajaramatu for organizing this. Think it was well needed. Unfortunately, like I couldn't make the prayer today. I really tried to, but I just couldn't. So this space with all of you who are my brothers and sisters, just as and I lost a sister, so Khady was a part of this community, this family, and we lost her, and it's been felt. I've spoken, first as soon as I heard the news that same day. I dropped everything, and Brother Robert and we paid a visit to the husband, Brother Usman Jabi, and we made our duas, and I'll go ahead and make some more prayers for her. I've prayed for her in private, and I'm going to go ahead and pray for her now in public also. And from Allah we come from, to Allah we return, and I ask Allah to have mercy on our sister, and grant her the highest levels of paradise in Jannatul Firdaus. Our sister Khady has sacrificed a lot for the community, for individuals, and and every ounce of good, any mustard seed of good that she has done for the community, may that be her way into heaven. I mean, and I want to just say I met Khady through Maury. And Maury has been the catalyst really to to all you wonderful people that I know. So I do just want to publicly give him credit for that also. And in meeting Khady, it was nice to meet a sister who is from cool speakers. I speak Mandinka, she speaks Jula. So we often spoke in our native language to one another. And then for community work where I needed a French translator, I often reached out to her, and she would respond to my call and assistance. And I remember one particular event that we did in Harlem for street vendors, for street merchants, and just advocating for them. It was a cold winter day, an early demonstration that we did, and she was down to go. This was volunteer work. This was volunteer work, and she sacrificed her time. And that same day, she then went down the street to Malcolm Shabazz Masjid, and they were doing a coat giveaway. I think it was like a coat giveaway, turkey giveaway, and again, frigid day. I remember how cold it was that day, and her whole entire day was giving back to the Harlem community in different ways. Anytime I hear about someone's death, I reflect and I try to learn and grow from it. As painful and sad as death is, for me, I use it to learn and grow. And the lesson that I've learned from Sister from this unfortunate passing was that we should just really honor and cherish one another's relationships. And while we have each other, with one another, let's be good, let's be kind to one another, let's appreciate one another, and not wait to give that appreciation at a later time. So that's my words to you all today. I appreciate everyone on this call. We've crossed paths for a reason, and you guys are my brothers and sisters. So that's what I have to say. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to speak.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your wonderful speech. At this juncture, I'd like to call our own sister Adia Rama to give us 1 minute memorable moments with Khady.
Thank you very much for having me. Really, the whole of this week has been a very tough moment for all of us. And as we say in Islam, may Allah give her Jannah to Firdaus. I know Khady for some time now. She considers me her mother, and I have spoken with her husband through her some time ago in the night, because we used to talk in the night. We'll start from 12 and we end at 2 a.m. and sometimes 3. But her husband has never, ever said anything. And at a point that there are times I have to talk to the man, he doesn't even know who he was talking with, but it was Haji Ramatu. So I know Khady to that extent, and I know how she loves her community. I know how she loves her family, her husband. She told me the story of her husband, how they met in London before the husband brought her to America, and then her daughter. She loves her daughter so much that when you see Khady and you don't see the daughter, you ask her, where's your tail? I always ask her, where is your tail? And she tells you how the girl is performing in school, the numerous activities that her daughter is engaged on. And she was also particular about, she wants the child to know her religion. So she was looking into getting a private teacher to teach the girl Quranic studies at home. All those conversations we've had. But one thing I realized or I love about her is the passing of her parents, her father and her mother, but her heart was for her mother. So Mako, the organization, before she created it and after she created it, everything is about the organization. She asked me about some guidelines as to how to organize or to create a not-for-profit organization, both national and internationally. We had a lot of conversations on that. But at one point I was surprised, and they said, don't judge a book by the cover. When we're talking about religion and also self-protection, how we can aspire as Muslim. And then she said, well, when she was little, her mother took her to the Quranic school. Then she started reciting Ayatul Kursi. So we all added, we all, and I was like, hey, so you're also a Quranic teacher. So we laughed over it. So that's one thing I see in her. And she told me she's getting a teacher a Quranic teacher. She got a Quran teacher to be teaching her the religion because she wants to be really, at that level to know at least the basic of her religion. And she was the one who appointed me to be a peace ambassador under Dr. Connie's school. So I was there with other people. There was a guy who was installed a king, and it was very colorful day for me. And it was because of her that I got that position. And again, all the qualities that everybody has said, yes, she has all those qualities. And in the community, I don't think we are here to judge anybody based on what More has said, and that is fine. I believe when there is a community and there are no differences, you have to question yourself. Is this really a community? It is normal. Even siblings quarrel, they get together, they break, and they get together. It is the same thing. So nobody should take it like because you had a problem with Khady and Khady has passed away. That is fine. Khady is in a good place now. Everything that is happening now is in the name of Khady. Now, the big question is, what about ourselves? When it gets to us, who will sit down and talk for us? Who will say good things about us? So I just want to also say that Khady is more about her daughter. We should be in the life of her daughter. That is something that I think we should all do. Try to call and see how the daughter is doing. If you have the time, you can talk to the daughter because she's just 11 years old and she doesn't really, she might not even process it well because she's a child, but it will also be too much on her as a child, losing her mother. She sleeps with her mother. She eats with her mother. She works with her mother. Tomorrow, next week, she goes somewhere, her mother is not with her. So as a child, how will she process that? And that is where I think we should all come together as community members and talk about. Khady has seen her path, she's gone. What about what she has left behind? And I love what her husband has said about Mako. He will do his best to make sure that Mako continues to be alive, even if Khady has gone away. And about Sadaqatul Jariyah, in Islam, we have people who do good things. We believe that when you do good things, it follows you in heaven. And Khady has done that. I was with you, Mama Key, and others when the Imam mentioned, when Khady called him, asking him what she can do for her parents. And he told her, you are already doing it. And she said, well, I want to do something. He said, you can build a well. He introduced Khady to somebody in Cote d'Ivoire. The following day, she sent the money, the well was built. These are certain things, some things that she's doing and nobody knows about it. And I know there are more that she has done that we might not know. And this is how good people live. So I would like to end here, and may she rest in peace. Everything that she has done should follow her in heaven. And everybody, all of us, we should forgive each other, forgive her. Everything she has done that she knew about it and she doesn't know about it, may Allah use this day that we are all praying to forgive her and accept her in the bosom of heaven. Allahu Akbar. I thank you so much.
No. Thank you very much, Ajia Ramatu, and thank you for supporting this wonderful idea that we all gathered here to talk and remember our sister Khady. At this point, if Robert Jackson is here, Robert Harlem, Robert, are you here? Robert, are you here? If you're muted, unmute yourself. Okay, we have about 14 minutes to go. Maybe two more people, if they are willing to say something, 2 or 3 before we wrap up. Alaji Mada is joining, I guess maybe is on. Alaji, just jump on. Where is your face, Alaji? Alaji is trying to join in a few minutes. In Ghana, when someone passes like that, we have a tune. Once you hear that tune,
jump, speak.
Oh, I just Alagi mother, are you ready to?
Nkechi, I told you Nkechi, she's on the phone. Remember
Okay, I hear you. So where's Nkechi now? Nkechi, let me hear your voice. Nkechi? I can't hear Nkechi. Nkechi, are you there? Okay, Alagi.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, Nkechi, I can hear you. Go ahead.
No, this is not Kechi, this is Tosi Mustafa.
Oh, Tonsi.
Yeah, how are you? Can you hear me? I couldn't join on by Zoom, but I use my phone and I'm also using your Facebook page.
Okay, please, we are on Facebook Live and public. So give us one of your remembrance with Khady.
Okay, let me just say, thank you all for honoring my sister and my friend Khady. This is a good thing we are doing this because this is what Islam wants us to do. Remember ourselves for the good things we do and also continue to support one another. So I'm very happy that this is what we are doing for her. And everybody that is coming on, I'm happy. I'm hearing everybody. I'm seeing everybody. So just thank you so much. Then we are planning to name a street after Khady. So Robert is the one initiating it. So everybody will have to. We're going to start a petition. We're going to ask for it. Then some of us will sign to say we support naming and all the good things she has been doing in the community. That's always during COVID. She was always giving out food, always volunteering here and there, always supporting everything on African culture. Everywhere you see Khady will go. Queens, Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn. So we just want to remember her. So Robert will get in touch. Okay, thank you. Is Robert there now?
Thank you.
Kim Mama. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Alagi Mada, please, you are on.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Alagi.
Oh, okay. All right. So first I want to thank you and the organizers of this vigil in memory of our sister. I'm happy. I think I can see the husband here. I was just with him a few hours ago, and it's really a very sad occasion, especially for a young, vibrant, energetic, community advocate, a fighter like Khady. It's always very tough. And I think, I hope we can all, take a lesson from this. I think Khady is speaking to us from wherever she is, as a Muslim. I hope and pray that her soul is going to end up in Jannatul Firdaus. But for me, I think it's really important that as leaders, we eschew petty issues, understand that the issues are bigger than more than one person. Together we can do more. And I saw it in Khady and what she stood for. I remember the first time I met Khady, we were organizing the rally against the Libyan xenophobia. And, it was really refreshing to see a young African sister who, came out very strong. And in fact, one of the things that she actually recommended, I remember it was her and Dudu Sise, who recommended that everyone should come with a red armband. And that red armband became the symbol of the protest that we did that day, and it was very successful. So, we pray that Allah give her mercy. We pray that Allah forgive her transgressions. She's human. I'm sure she may have done one or two transgressions, whether it's against people or against her maker. We pray that whatever sin she committed is forgiven. We pray for strength and comfort for the husband and the daughter. And I know the husband told me this evening that they will be traveling to Cote d'Ivoire over the weekend. We pray that Allah would take them safely and bring them back safely. And whatever is going to be done in Ivory Coast will go on smoothly. And also, and my sister Tosin, I appreciate what you just said about the naming of the street. I think is really very important. And, you know, I'm certainly ready to sign on to that. And Robert, we appreciate, I don't know if Robert is here, but we appreciate the effort to try to get the naming of the street in honor of Khady. So thank you very much once again, and thank you to the organizers and everybody. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Alhaji Mada. Mohammed Kaba, if I read well, you say of advice moving forward, we can give everyone, their followers, a recognition. Yes, this one is put together. Ajia, please mute yourself. Together in a short moment, and we are able to reach out some of the community leaders. So I will guess we are doing wonderful so far by inviting, if you want to say something, you put it in the text or message board that we follow. Thank you for the advice. At this juncture, I'd like to call Alhaji Abdullah Balde, please.
Yeah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We have to say for the first time, inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Allah maghfir laha warhamha. Allah maghfir laha warhamha.
Amen.
We all
Thank you.
from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we all return to him soon or later. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive her sins, have mercy on her, and may paradise be her final destination. So as Sheikh Marda said, I remember her when we have this rally against Libya. She's the one who brought this idea for Red Scarf. So I'm not gonna speak long. The only things I'm gonna ask all of you here, she left. We are here. I'm sure she have family back. What we will do for her family or children is very good to talk, but we remember when you lost your mom, your dad, you orphan. So we are here. I ask you all, what we gonna do for that? We have to think about her children. That means we lost a friend. She goes, we stay, and we don't know one of us gonna follow. But for sure, we are the one who gonna follow her. She not gonna coming back. So when we do something for her children, her family, that's they gonna know, yes, this my daughter, my sister was with the community. But if we all forget as we hang up right now, that's not so good. Please, her friend who just cry, make me cry. Because why? Doesn't matter what color are you. If you are good, you always meet good people. Where you work, so who you are and how you was with your colleague. So please, this for advice, please. Doesn't matter what happened with somebody, but when somebody pass away, always say good things about that. Forget anything back. Always say good things about the one who passed away. And we know her as a leader, activist for the community. So everybody in the community cry. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive her sins and give her mercy on the paradise. Subhanakallah wa bihamdi. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
I think our elder have said it all. We can see the time we mark ourselves to end at 10.
Yeah, just a second. Nkechi is on the line. Some people are not on, they're on the phone and they said they are trying to join, and I mentioned it to you earlier, Nkechi.
So I'll do Nkechi and we wrap up.
Okay.
Nkechi, please join us. Nkechi, please join. Nkechi, please join. Okay, we can reach Nkechi to join. Maybe he's having some difficulties. At this juncture, on behalf of the entire community, Khady's friends, admirers from afar, I say thank you. We pulled this out within few days, Adja Ramatu and I, that we need to do this to remember our dear sister. I met Khady through when Maury was the chair for African Advisory Council. And since then we clicked. Wherever that we go, he said, Kimama, are you here? What do you need? Are you okay? First question, it's like back to back. I wouldn't even get a chance to answer the first question to follow the next one. Then she said, you have to go like this. You have to do this. I said, calm down. He said, no, you always say calm down. No, you know, I love Khady. The last time we went to the Turkish mission house to have an African celebration there. Then the moment he said, where have you been? When you do Ghana Festival, you don't call me. I said, you and I, we don't have phone calls. You see it, you join and come. That's how we in the community, we have to do it. When you hear your brother, your sister, event, something happening, don't wait. Do not wait for the person to give you a call. Walk in and say, my brother, my sister, I heard you doing this. What can I do to help you? We are from Africa and we are in America. So we are one people, regardless our ethnic background, our religious background, we are one people. They call us Africans. So we are one. From today, let's follow Khady's legacy, Khady's, good attitude with community advocate, activists for children and so forth. We are all one. Let's put our difference aside. Let's bury this once and for all and come together as one people. Once again, my name is Catherine Kojo, popularly known as Key Mama. May God bless you all. And we commit the family in the Almighty God's hands. And we know that today is not going to be the end, but they are part of our family and we'll continue to remember and call them. Please do not forget, if you haven't donate to the GoFundMe, I pasted on the link, please, it's on the flyer too. Kindly, no matter how small it is, let's continue. And I hope that Abdullah says, you are not going to close the GoFundMe for a while, so people will have time and opportunity to donate because we have a long way to go. Look at their daughter. So the GoFundMe, I would suggest we keep it open so people will keep donating to it. I think I will come
Can I
to
say something in here, Mama? I would like to thank people that I know who have joined. They are not kind of busy in our community, but they called personally and told me they will join. And I want to use this opportunity to thank all of you who called me, but you are not part of our group and you are here to mourn with us. Thank you for joining. And one of them is Mariama. Thank you.
So this tune.
Welcome, Aja.
Thank you. So thank you all for coming.
All right. Thank you. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you,
Mama.
everybody. Thank you, guys.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I know.
Karine, I see you. Although we close, you can show your face and say it because it's still on recording live.
I know. I wanted just to say, I met her at the embassy of Ivory Coast, Khady. I mean, she was so dynamic. You can feel her presence in the room. I mean, when she talked, really, so that's when I met her. That the first time I met her. So I really want her soul rest in peace. She's an advocate, a community leader. She was one of us. So thank you, Key Mama, to organize this Zoom meeting for her. So I want to thank everybody also participate, and her husband and her daughter to be strong, because it's called for all of us to one we're gonna leave this world. So we gotta ask ourselves, can we know that we're here, still alive? So we gotta carry her legacy. So I wanna thank everybody that participate today. Thank you, Kima.
Thank you and good night, everyone. Stay safe.
Good night. Good night. All right.